everyone, Coach Liana here, and I am back on part 2 of how to style my hair. If you watched the earlier video, you saw how I basically set my hair, and now I'm getting ready to show you how I style it. So the only downfall of putting in a bandana is that you get like that little tiny knot. But anyway, so for the second half of this, I have let my hair air dry for like 20 to, it's almost like 20 minutes. So let my hair air dry, so I'm just gonna comb it out a little bit just to break it up so it's not so tight. But my hair is, I mean, it's still just a tiny bit damp, but for the most part, it's dry. Okay, so what you'll need for this, obviously, you'll need a comb. And then I am going to put a little bit more silk infusion in my hair. And I use both of these. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use one or the other, but I choose to use both. And both of these I use to just style my hair and make sure that it stays firm. And well, you probably want to know what these are. This is olive oil edge control, and then this is 360 style wave control pomade. So that's that. And then I have my itty bitty straightener that I use. So let's go ahead and get this started. So what I will start by doing today is actually an experiment in and of itself, because I've actually never put the pomade in my hair first. I've seen some people do it, so I'm going to go ahead and try that today, just to put a little bit of the pomade in my hair before I actually start straightening it, and see if I think that that makes any sort of a difference. We'll all find out together. All right, the first thing that I like to do when getting my hair under this flat iron is, I don't know how your haircuts look, but I've got this going on back here. And pretty much the back of my hair does whatever it wants to do, but I like to curl those up. Now, my cousin is a barber and hairstylist, and he said that it looks like I'm going back to the 90s when I curl the back of my hair up, but I think it's cute, so that's how I do it. His wife said it's cute too, so whatever. You can curl yours up, or you can curl yours down. I choose to curl mine up, and basically it just kind of does its own thing afterwards. It'll lay itself down a little bit more throughout the day, but I curl it up to start. And then I will go through just the back part of my hair, and I'll just start to make, I'll just start to curl pieces of it down, just little tiny pieces of it, just all over the back of my head. Basically all that I do here is just curl it down. Then I'll take the long part at the top, and I will work on curling that down. I hope you can still see me. Curling the long part at the top down. I'll have to turn this back on. And I'm not trying to go for, when I do my hair, I have no expectations of what it's going to look like. This is just what I do every single time. It looks totally different every time I do it. So we will see what I get today. It's probably going to look a little bit more different too, because it's just a little bit more damp than it normally is, which is okay. All right, so the next part is actually getting the hair flipped up. So I'll start with a piece of the hair in the back, and the first thing that I'll do is I will just curl this hair forward, curl it forward. I don't ever use any curling irons. Some people do. I don't know. This does the same thing. So I start with all this hair in the back, and I just curl it all forward. so this part's all curled forward. Now I'm going to take the rest of my hair and I'm going to start curling it backwards so it'll stand up. And like I said, again, I have no idea what the end result of this is going to be today. It is always, always, always different. So I just try and do somewhat close to the same thing every day. I know I've already said that, but I don't want you, watching this with high expectations of having an exact Halle Berry hairstyle. This is just the gist of it. So I just keep curling strands of it upwards. Now some people, they're able, and it really just depends on your hairstyle, but some people are actually able to get a lot of their spikes really defined. I don't put a lot of hair product in my hair, so I'm not able to get those defined spikes like some people are able to get, but this is what works for me. So curl this up, and then what I'll do is, with some of this hair on the side, I've just learned through trial and error that if I try and curl too much of the hair on the sides up, it's just not going to do what I want it to do. So did you see that? I just burned my ear. Alright, so I just curl the side hair down, and then this hair on the side, I'll just curl it down just to make sure that it stays that way. I would definitely suggest, though, if you have the option to get one of these straighteners with a temperature control, to get it. I would definitely pay the extra money for it. I didn't see one when I was shopping. I just knew I needed to get one immediately because all I had was the really, really big chi, and that was not working out for me. All right. So, I mean, it looks pretty okay today for having pieces of it be wet, and then basically what I'll do is I will take a little bit of this edge control that I showed you earlier, and I like this because it is clear, but I'll just take that and I will just define the spikes around the edges of my hair just a little bit more. I don't really like to have it like, I call it helmety. I don't really like to have it all, nice and, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I just don't like to have it all nice and uniformed. So I just go and I just try and mess it up. After I get it looking really uniformed, I just go in and just mess it up a little bit so it's not all doing the exact same thing. Alright, so this is pretty much the hair that I'm going to have. From this point on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to, I know I'm still messing with my hair. I'm going to take you to my living room, and I'm going to show you how I like to keep my midsection in shape. But if you have any questions about my hair, about my hairstyle, please let me know. I can't see it right now, so I hope that it looks okay. And that's it. So have a good day.